And then like on the way to school, like we'll be on the, like, I don't even know what freeway. It's actually like probably the 10, the 101. And I was able to see like a bunch of stuff like on that route.
What were your initial thoughts on graffiti? Do you remember?
Just a little sketchy about it. Like when my brother would take off around the block, I'm like, damn, like what are you gonna do? Like why are you doing that? And stuff like that. But I didn't look down on it or anything. That's just like a little sketch about it.
How long after seeing your brother write do you get involved in graffiti yourself?
Probably like 2 years later.
What attracts you to it at that time when you think it's sketchy, but then you get into it yourself?
Like once I hit the 6th grade, which was junior high, like he had his own little crew. He had his like group of friends, and I just started rolling with them and like just started liking it. You know, I remember catching my first tag right there in school. They took me to the restroom, gave me a marker. I just wrote, and they're like, "Oh yeah, he could write." Like I was like, I just wrote. You know what I mean? Like just my name, and that was it. They're like, "All right."
Does your brother or your brother's friends mention some of the rules of graffiti to you? And what are those rules that they teach you?
Honestly, they didn't. We were just like they were about writing, but it was kind of like we were kids, but it was like kind of like tag banging a little bit, but within school with the other little crews right there. But they didn't really teach me nothing. I just not to rank it. If someone wants to get down with you, get down with them, stuff like that.
In the late 90s, you attend John Muir Jr High School on Vermont and Slauson.
Yeah.
Was this where you spread your wings out more and began your graffiti career? When you really got into it?
No, I was still learning. I was just like, I think like I was learning. In 6th grade, I was just learning, like just following what my brother was doing. And then when he left, because he was in 8th grade, like I just started, like I felt like my tags were getting like a little more flowing, a little more better. They weren't that good, but they were like, it just felt more comfortable. But I felt like I started making, getting noticed when I hit high school. But junior high, I was just like learning and just getting into trouble, tagging, getting caught right there.
In this junior high era, are you hitting up Thus, Thus? Was that your first name?
I was, but that wasn't my first name. I had a lot of names. I went through like a bunch of them in the 6th grade. But Thus was one of them that went like into 7th. And there was like a lot of them. Like every week I would change it, like just trying to figure it out.
Besides DOKTER1, what was your second most used name? Do you remember?
Probably Thus.
Thus? How do you get that name?
I heard a song, and I thought it said that, but I don't think it even said that. But when I heard it, it said Thus, and I just started writing it.
What other names besides Thus do you try out?
Oh, shit. Spray. There was a bunch of them. Just like every week I was just changing them, just like trying to figure it out.
Let's go back to talk about your first tag. Can you walk us through what happens again?
Back then, like those little crews, they were like tag banging, like they'll jump you in to the little crew. So I get jumped in, we go to lunch, and they tell my brother, oh, this fool just got in. Like, he already knew, but they just told him, like, yo, we got him in. And they're like, I don't even know what kid. Like, oh, here's a marker, go tag in the restroom. All right, let's go.
What kind of marker do they give you?
It was like a marks a lot, just like a regular marker, little black marker. Just like probably like 4 or 5 of us went to the restroom. I just caught a spot, like little roll call, and then that was about it.
For how long do you write the name Thus?
Probably like the middle of 6th grade into 7th grade.
Do you ever get caught writing Thus in school?
I didn't get caught with, no, I never got caught writing my name, no.
Why do you eventually stop writing Thus? What happens?
I came up with a doctor.